Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary, entry 22. And I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to respond to a video by Danielle McAllister. And her video is about being fat using dating apps. And her journey was quite interesting. And she learned some things along the way. She's a young girl, so she has um some more growing up to do by her being big. She's been big all her life, and just check it out and you'll see. Stay tuned. This is Danielle McAllister's page, so here it is.
So let me just preface this by saying I hate dating. I have zero desire to go out on dates. I don't want to hook up with someone. I don't want to waste my time on them. I'm really just not interested. The only time I go on dating apps is when I am bored and just need somewhere to scroll that isn't instant.
Okay, stop the cap right here. Zero desire to go out on dates. Don't want to go out on dates. Everybody needs human touch. Everybody needs human interaction. That right there is a huge defense mechanism. Let me go ahead and reject you before you reject me. That's a bunch of stuff.
Instagram, or if I'm looking for just like conversation but I don't want to leave my house, because I have talked to some lovely people that I didn't want to date but were like nice dudes. So yeah, all right, now that you've got that out of the way, I'm not like on these to get married. I am not hooking up. If I'm going on a date, it's because you have the potential to like be a boyfriend, not like we're hooking up. So that's my style. I took a lot of notes.
Bunch of confusion there. That's a bunch of stuff you throw out there. I don't need anybody in my life. I don't desire because I'm fine by myself. I am my own island. That's a bunch of garbage, just so that you know that. So we're going to move past that to see which dating app she used. So let's skip ahead.
A fat person, then date somebody who's super thin. So just gonna put that out there. It was weird sometimes. Also, if you ever ask me to squash you or crush you with my body, I am going to block you immediately on a dating app. Just these are my rules. I don't.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Wow, squashing someone? Okay. Let's continue on.
No idea what it was, but I'm not a fetish. I'm not gonna play into your fetish. It's cool that you have one, but like it's not my fetish and I'm not gonna return it. So yeah. Never thought I would say fetish so much in a YouTube video. Please don't demonetize me. I need the money. Okay. So I have used Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid. I think I attempted Match, but I never really like got into it. I did use that stupid one that Facebook used to recommend all the time, Zoosk. What else? Oh, Plenty of Fish, which is disgusting. And most recently I started using Hinge, which was only last week, and only because someone I follow online and who dates.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, when you're on a dating app, and mostly, I'm pretty sure that she used free dating apps because all the ones that she named has a free portion to it. So you're going to get the public. You're going to get the weirdos who want you to lay on them and squash them. I never heard that one. That is just out there. That's okay. I'm leaving that one alone. So she got the public. you get a little bit of everything with the public. So I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to fast forward it.
Like my the guy I am attracted to is like tall, sort of muscly. He can be like fat, but like big. You know, I like big and muscles, and has a good smile and sparkly eyes.
Okay. This is the chaos I was talking about, throwing stuff out there using defense mechanisms. In the very beginning, she said she's not interested in dating, zero, no marriage, no this or no that. Now she has a preference with men. Tall, muscles, could be a little chubby. So if you have no desire to date, why do you have a preference? Just saying. So I'm going to skip ahead when she talks.
Kindergarten kind of years.
Her stalker.
So I knew I kind of had a good chance with him, and then I was like, I feel really uncomfortable with this. But then every time.
Okay, here she's talking about a stalker, about dating, and this guy was talking to her ever since elementary school. They both were in elementary school, so she knew she had a shot with him. Just all this stuff that she's throwing out, it's pure chaos.
I got on a different app, he would still match with me and still message me. And when OkCupid still allowed you to like message anyone and not like change your settings, he would message me and I couldn't get rid of him. I had to block him on Facebook. I definitely have him blocked on Tinder, but if I ever like, well, I had him blocked on Tinder.
Okay, enough of this. This is too much. Now I'm going to fast forward it again to where she actually goes out on a date, and I have to say this one was a little bit funny. Maybe not for her, but if she were, as she explains it, you're going to think like, okay, why did you even say yes?
In downtown, it wasn't that far from my apartment, but like it was far enough. And he just took me on a 3-hour walk through downtown in the underground path system on a Sunday night where nothing is open and there's not a single person to be there at all. So it kind of felt like I was being kidnapped, slightly voluntarily. And when I told him
Okay. Wait a minute. She goes out on a date with a guy. Downtown Toronto, set on a Sunday, nobody out, and she feels like she was kidnapped, slightly involuntary. Stop the cat.
I didn't want to go out with him again, and I didn't want him to come back to my apartment after, because like you didn't even like get me a coffee or like take me to a place where I can buy my own coffee. And you asked me really weird questions, and you tried to kiss me without my permission. You held my hand when your hand was all sweaty, and like clearly was not into it at all. Yeah, you're not coming back to my apartment. And when I told
Okay, here, she really, by her not having a lot of experience with dating or even going out on a date beforehand, people hold hands, and at some point they do kiss. So she's a little bit awkward here, but I'm going to jump forward a little bit.
I really don't like dating. Don't care if I get married ever. I really just, when I'm feeling lonely, and also sometimes it's nice to just like talk to people. I started using Hinge last week, and I know this video is like all over the place. Okay, I'm sorry, but you guys asked for this video and have been asking for months. So I started using Hinge like last week, and I connected my Instagram to it. I didn't realize that it immediately published all of your Instagram photos to your Hinge profile. And last week I put a picture up on my Instagram of myself wearing just a bra and jeans, which was not my smoothest move to put on a dating app, because afterwards I got lots of likes there.
Look, I have no words. I really have no words. Let me just skip ahead of this. Let me just skip ahead. She talks about apps for fat people. Now this right here is this section here is hysterical, so just brace yourself. Okay? Brace yourself.
There have been apps before, like I tried an app for like fat people, and don't do that, okay? Don't try those like BBW dating apps if you are not also into the fetish of fat people, of like, you know, if you don't want to date someone who is all about you being fat, then don't go on those apps, because that's what happens. Like, it doesn't mean that you're also going to date another fat person. It means guys go on there because they have feeding fetishes and they have like crushing fetishes, and they just want to be with a fat person because they're fat, and for like the sexual fetish of it. And that was scarring, okay? I thought it would be a great place to meet great guys who were just like totally cool, or not cool, but like are attracted to fat people. But I am not about you like constantly trying to fatten me up, or getting mad if I lose weight, or all of these things, you know? I don't want to sit on you. I don't want to constantly be asked if I can like lie on top of you because you like to be like smashed, I think is what they call it. I don't know. It grossed me out. So if you are not into like that side of things, don't go on those apps, because that's the experience you will have. So I learned a couple of things about myself while...
Okay, that is wild. Being smashed and laying down on a guy because he likes to be compressed, and watching people eat, women eat. It's a fit. That's some wild stuff. So now just listen to what she learned. This is quite interesting. I thought that she would have an in-depth understanding of what she experienced, but let's see for yourself.
Trying out these dating apps and things like that is, number one is, I don't have to like a guy just because they like me first. If I'm not attracted to them, that's perfectly okay. I do not expect every man on a dating app to be attracted to me, and as long as you're not an asshole about it, that's totally fine. I'm not going to come up to you and say, you're disgusting, I don't like you, unmatch. So there's no need for like you to do the same thing as a man on a dating app to me. Just like move on, you know, unmatch. That's fine. The other thing I learned is that I am not willing to go out with, talk to, meet up with any guy who essentially puts off the vibe that he's only interested in having sex with me, because that is not going to happen anytime soon. I'm really just on...
What she doesn't understand is that's why men date, to have sex. That's it. I mean, she really doesn't get that. Guys go out on dates on women that they're interested in having sex with. Just that simple.
On those apps for the dating potential. Like if I date somebody, I date somebody. If I don't, I don't. But I'm not into hooking up with people. So I don't talk to people or match with people who say in their profiles that they're only there for fun, for hookups, or I will.
Okay, I'm going to end it there. So, oh wow, I thought that she is a bit all over the place. I would say that she's very immature and not understanding what dating's about, and too busy throwing out "I am my own island. I don't need no one here." So I thought that was a bit interesting. Some of the things that she went through was kind of funny. The apps. So.
Chat with people who say like they're new to the area.
Okay, I have to say the video was a bit interesting. You know, Danielle used a lot of defense mechanisms by not saying that she didn't want to date. She wasn't not getting married. It was fine if she did or didn't. That was just a bunch of baloney, because everybody needs human interaction, relationships. And, you know, she's going to have to grow into herself and accept some things about herself, because there are men out there that do like big women and not on those freaky app. Smashing women laying on men so they can smash them or crush them. People have weird fetishes. I never heard anything like that, but that's wild. Anyway, if you found this video interesting like I did, please like, subscribe. If you had anything weird, leave a message. And thank you for stopping by.